What is up, guys? Welcome to a new POV video. Today you join me inside the all-new Toyota Fortuner. So this is the new facelift, and big thanks to NTT Toyota, which is the local Toyota dealership out here in Zanin, for allowing me this opportunity. So I'll leave their details down in the description below, so do check them out and contact them if you need anything Toyota wise. So yeah, let's have a feel of what the new Toyota Fortuner is like. So we are driving the very base trim with the 2.4 liter engine, and this one has the manual transmission. So it's a 6-speed box, and yeah, power wise it's pushing 110 kilowatts, which is around 150 horsepower, and 400 newton meters of torque. So it's a very torquey engine. There's also a 2.8 liter available as you climb higher up through the range, and you can also choose between rear-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and yeah, stuff like that. So the driving experience on this car is actually quite, it's quite cool, because it's a very tall vehicle. So you sit very high up and you have a great view of everything around you. Like literally it feels like you're driving a mountain top in a way. Also, it's quite heavy and feels like a very strong car to drive. The manual transmission is actually quite easy to engage. I mean, being a big car like this, you think it's quite intimidating, and it's actually not intimidating at all. So it's quite easy to engage, it's quite easy to put it into gear and so on. So yeah, I don't see any problem in that department. What I've noticed while driving this car is that it actually feels very torquey. I mean, you'd think for a vehicle of this size and weight it would feel like laggy and sluggish. It feels, actually, this holds really well. I guess this being an adventure lifestyle type of vehicle, it does need to pull strong, because a lot of people use these types of vehicles for towing and stuff like that. So it does need to perform well in that department, and I'm happy to say it feels very strong. So I don't see it having any problems with towing anything, literally. I'm not sure what the towing capacity is, but on cars like this it's normally like 3.5 tons, something like that. So I'm pretty sure it's capable of towing something of that nature. So yeah, driving, cruising like this, sound insulation quite good. We don't have huge rims on this at 18 inches, and we also have a really big tire profile, so that does help in insulating tire noise. So yeah, it feels quite relaxing. Maybe you do get a bit of wind noise, especially because I'm not listening to the stereo. Remember, this is a very tall vehicle, so aerodynamically that will reflect in terms of wind noise, but nothing too bad at all. It's actually quite a nice car to drive. You sit really tall, comfortable, and you can just cruise anywhere. So fuel consumption wise, Toyota claims 6.8 liters per 100 kilometers, but I'm currently getting 9.9, and I think that's fine for a vehicle of this size and weight. I'm doing almost 120 kilometers an hour and doesn't feel like it, so it's that relaxing. So this being the very base car, it actually comes with a decent amount of equipment. This one has keyless access, so you get an engine start-stop button. You have keyless entry for the outside, so you can lock and unlock the vehicle with the key in your pocket. But as you climb higher up through the range, you can get stuff like adaptive cruise control. And I think on the VX, the headlights are more sophisticated than the ones that you get on the base car. These are still LED high beam performance lights, so I want to assume maybe on the top trim VX you get something like matrix lights. If they're giving you LED high beams on this one, that's what I'm assuming. So yeah, the LEDs look really nice and sharp. They look even sharper and cooler on the VX, which which is quite cool. I feel like in the looks department, this looks somewhat more striking than its rival, the Ford Everest, in terms of looks. But I think where the Everest has a bit of an upper edge is in the tech department, because that has like digital screens, there's a really huge infotainment screen. But I feel like Toyota is a brand that offers its customers what they want and need. I feel like they really know their customers well, which is why most of these cars, this and the Hilux, have been running like the same architecture for a very long time. I feel like the kind of people that buy these cars, these are the sort of stuff they look into. Otherwise they would have gone crazy like other manufacturers and so forth. So in terms of driving modes, you actually have 3 driving modes. You have the normal default mode, there's also an eco mode and a power mode, which would be, I guess, kind of sporty driving. There's also a diff lock button on this particular model. There's also a traction control button where you can turn off the traction control. I guess that's for off-roading type of situations, you know, so you can tune it however way you'd like it to be. So yeah, pretty relaxing car. I do quite like the driving experience. I feel like so far every big SUV that I've been in, I've really enjoyed the tall driving experience. The Defender, Mercedes GLE, even the Hilux Bucky, that was a very nice driving experience too. And this also has that kind of bouncy driving sensation that you get in the Hilux. It's still solid, but it just bounces over every bump, and it's a very it feels kind of well cushioned and well dampened when you go over bumps and stuff. But yeah, I don't really have anything more to add in terms of the experience with this car, but I really do hope you guys enjoyed the POV, and until next time, that's cheers from me.